Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I would like to talk to you about a very interesting topic, actually a very interesting comparison, and this would be, let's compare a Nikon lens with a Sigma lens. Now, I have to tell you that I have a few videos where I said that I use third-party lenses, and some of the photographers they told me that I'm cheapskate, that I'm this and I'm like that because I don't want to use Nikon lenses. Now, this is a simple example, just I want to prove to you like why I use third-party lenses. And this would be, let's compare the Nikon 50mm 1.8 G lens with the Sigma 50 to 100 1.8 zoom. Now, obviously, when we talk about primes and zooms, usually it is that the prime lenses are sharper than zoom lenses. So I would say that it would be kind of an unfair comparison because this is a zoom lens, the Sigma, and the Nikon is the prime lens. But in the same time, let's give a try and let's see which one is sharper, which one is better, which one is which one. Both of the lenses are 1.8, so that's not an issue. And I will shoot these pictures, in three focal lengths, and I will shoot in 1.8, 2.8, and 5.6. And you can see the photos, the examples, and you can decide yourself, which one is better and which one. And in the same time, you will see the reason why I use the Sigma zooms, the Sigma art zooms. So let's get into my computer and let's see these pictures. So we are in my computer now, and let's open up those photos and let's see which one is which one and which photo is better than the other. So let's open up Zoner Photo Studio 18, and you will see on the left side over here, you will see the EXIF data that the photo is done with 1/800 of a second, f1.8 ISO 100 on 50mm. And you will see on this side 1/800 of a second, f1.8 ISO 100 on 50mm. Now, if you want to see, I just show you so you so you know surely that I'm talking about the two lenses. Here you can see this photo on the left side was made with the 50 to 100 f1.8 lens. You can see over here on 50mm. And you will see on this side the photo was made with Nikon 50mm 1.8 lens, focal length at the the APS-C 75mm, but that's different story. So on the left side you see the Sigma 50 to 100, on the right side you see the Nikon 51 f1.8. So let's zoom in a little bit and let's see. Now you have to decide yourself, guys, but even on this distance you can see that the Sigma lens is much sharper, and I would say the background blur, it will be kind of the same. Now, first of all, I will show you these pictures kind of like portrait pictures, okay, with some person, and after that you will see some pictures just about the stone wall, so you can compare also only the stone wall, the sharpness on the stone wall. So now we speak about kind of the portrait photos. Let's zoom in a little bit more, and there we go. And as you can see, this is the Sigma and this is the Nikon. Now you have to decide yourself, guys, but I would say that the Sigma is winning very far ahead. Now this was at f1.8 ISO 100. Let's get to the next photo, which is at f2.8 ISO 100 1/320th of a second, both. Now again, if you want, I just show you quickly the information, so just to make sure that you surely the lens is 50 to 100 f1.8 on the left side. Right side, sorry, the right side would be, there we go, 50mm 1.8 lens. So again, as you see over here, the Sigma is winning far ahead. Look at this. It is just better. You can see from the distance, not a doubt. Okay, let's see the next one, which is f5.6 1/80th of a second at 100 ISO 100. Now I didn't want to to raise the ISO, and I didn't want to use any flash, so this was with natural light, but the camera was on tripod, so that's not an issue. And you can see over in the small screen up here how we did the test. You can see the video running, so that's not an issue. You can see that the camera was all the time on the tripod. Again, let's get over here to the information, and just to make sure, 50-100 f1.8 on the left side. On the right side will be 50mm f1.8. Again, let's get close to it. Now here the difference at 5.6, it might be a little bit smaller, but still you can see a distinct advantage of the Sigma lens. When we talk about the background here, it's again, there is no blur almost at all, but it's the sharpness of the lens is just unbelievably sharper. The Sigma is much sharper than the Nikon. Okay, now let's move to the next set where you can see the stone wall. Now on this side the photos will be backward. On the left side will be the Nikon lens, and on the right side will be the Sigma lens. So you will see the red square here on the left side. So this photo I show you now the information, and that lens would be the 50mm f1.8 lens, Nikon lens, and on this side will be Sigma 50-100 f1.8. Now let's get close to a little bit, and as you can see again over here, look at this sharpness difference. Look at here, look at these tones, and look at this. This is at f1.8, and we can go anywhere. We can go down on the bottom. Look at this from this is the bottom of the frame. You can see over here down, this is the bottom of the frame, and look at the difference. It is unbelievable. Even in the corners, look at this difference. Every corner, look at here, look at this difference, and look at here. The other corner, look at the ball. Oh, sorry, look at the ball. It is a huge difference. Now I have to tell you that the focusing, it was over here on this stone, kind of in the middle. So the focus was here on this stone here, but you can see distinct advantage at f1.8. Now let's move to f2.8. This is f2.8. Again, on this side it is the Sigma. I show you again the information. This is the Sigma 50-100 f1.8, and this side is, sorry, this side is the Nikon. The Nikon 50mm f1.8. Okay, let's zoom in. Again, the focus was here on this stone again. Let's zoom in. Okay, now on this photo at 2.8, the difference is a little bit smaller, but still you can see that the Sigma is tack sharp. I mean, even if we zoom in, you know, I mean, this is like 150%. You know, this is hugely zoomed in. Look, the picture starts to pixelize already. You know, but you can see the difference is huge. I mean, this is like more than 100% zoomed in, and if you look, it's just unbelievable the difference. You know, it is very, very big difference. Let's move to the third one. Now this is at f5.6. Again, ISO 100, 1/50th of a second. That's okay. Again, let's show the details of the photo. 50-100 f1.8 at 50mm, and this would be the 50mm f1.8. Now these photos are at f5.6. You can see down here. The shutter speed is a little bit different because the Sigma one is at 1/50th of a second, and the Nikon one is with 1/80th of a second, because I wanted the exposure kind of to match, and that's why it's different shutter speed. But the f-stop and the ISO is the same. And like I said before, both of the cameras were on tripod. Again, the focus was over here in the middle on this stone, and you can see over here that the difference is almost, there's almost no difference, we would say. But in the same time, this is at f5.6. When we talk about 1.8 and 2.8, the difference is very, very big. But in this case, the difference is almost gone. So there is, at 5.6, the difference is not really over there. So this is the difference between the two lenses, and this is the reason I use the Sigma Art lenses, because they are very, very good, they are very sharp, and even if we talk about the bokeh, you can see over here that the bokeh is almost the same, you know, on the two lenses. There is no difference almost at all. Now, I know that some people might say, yes, but the 50mm lens is not an expensive lens, it's only a 350 euro, I don't know what's the price, but roughly about that. Yes, it's true, but in the same time, if you get the 50mm 1.4 Nikon, which is again, it's a bit expensive, you know, but I would guarantee you that this lens will be better than that. So if the next test what I would like to do and what I will do, it will be the Nikon 85mm f1.8, which is a very famous lens, and I will test that lens together with the Sigma 50-100 at 85mm. So I would like to test that, and I will post those pictures as well on my channel. So if you want to see that, please subscribe so you see that video coming. It will take some time because it will be my summer holiday in the meantime, but I will try to do that as soon as possible. So I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope that you liked it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and share my videos. And other than that, I wish you a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.